Hey guys, what's up? It's Awesome Sports 13 here, and today I'm going to call with Monster Jam Dallas, Curry Gaming, and Team Bose.
Hello.
Hello. Yeet.
And I'll show you guys the field of trucks right now. And I am here with Sign Up Series number 47, the first ever backwards racing edition. So, you guys can see all the races right here, all ready to go racing. And let's go racing. And we're going to kick things off with Salvager versus Axe. And it will be Axe taking the first one of the day as he goes off the screen. Next up is the Overcharged Blue Thunder versus Iron Outlaw. And it will be an incredible race. This is really close. Wow, that is like dead even. But
I think it looks like Iron Outlaw.
the laptop, let's go straight down. This is really close, but as you guys can tell, I think, let's go down even more.
Looks like Iron Outlaw.
That is just barely gonna be Iron Outlaw. What a race. Blue Thunder will definitely contain for a fast loser spot. Next up is Soldier Fortune Black Ops versus Wolf's Head. And what a race, but it will be Black Ops taking the win. Next up is Sparkle Smash versus the 25th Anniversary Gravedigger. And it will be the 25th Anniversary Gravedigger taking the win. Next up is Big Kahuna versus the debuting Green Roll Cage Dragonoid. And Dragonoid with a successful debut win over Big Kahuna. Next up is Lumberjack versus Max D Black. And what a race, but it will be Lumberjack, I think, taking the win with a block. And it is taking the win over the Black Max D. Next up is the Stunt Truck versus Hooked. And it will be Hooked taking the win with a block. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, you guys can see it. Next up is Excalibur versus Rage. And it will be, what a race, but it will be Rage taking the win. Next up is Shaker versus Full Charge. And it will be an incredible race.
Full Charge, probably.
Shaker might have came back. No, he did not, as Full Charge beats Shaker. Next up is Velociraptor versus Double Decker. And it will be an incredible race. I think that is Double Decker.
Yeah.
See who it is. And it is Double Decker, taking the win over Velociraptor. Next up is Megalodon versus Stinger. And it will be an incredible race again. These are really good races.
I think it's Megalodon.
Let's see who got it. Let's go straight down. And it is just barely Megalodon taking the win over Stinger. Next up is Nightmare taking on our final debuting truck, the Pickup Body Dragonoid. Nightmare with a huge lead, and he lost it with a comeback win for the Pickup Body Dragonoid. Next up is Earthshaker versus Mohawk Warrior. Sorry, I lisp like Mike Tyson. Find the contract, big boy. And it will be Mohawk Warrior taking the win. Next up is Jester versus Bad Company. And it will be another incredible race. Let's see who took it. And it will be Bad Company taking the win over Jester. Next up is Backwards Bob versus Dragon. Dragon with a big lead. And I think he'll keep it. Let's go ahead and go see. And he does, as he takes the win over Backwards Bob. This is sort of Backwards Bob's own sign-up series, and he lost. Next up is the Lucas Stabilizer versus Crush Cycle. Lucas Stabilizer with a huge lead, and he'll keep it as he takes the win over Crush Cycle. Next up is Bad Habit versus Jurassic Attack. And it will be Jurassic Attack taking the win. Next up is Brodozer versus the Global Avenger. And it will be the Global Avenger barely taking the win. I'll even show you. As he takes the win over Brodozer. Next up is Octonator versus the Gold Maximum Destruction. Octonator with a huge lead, and he will keep it as he takes the win over the Gold Maximum Destruction. In the final race of round number 1 will feature Kraken versus Thunderbus. And it will be Thunderbus taking the win over Kraken. Alright, you guys. I'm here with round number 2. And let's go racing. And we're going to kick things off with Axe versus Iron Outlaw. He screwed up. There we go. And it will be an incredible race, but Axe will block Iron Outlaw for the win. Next up is Soldier Fortune Black Ops versus the 25th Anniversary Gravedigger. Gravedigger with a huge lead, and he'll keep it, taking the win over Black Ops. Next up is Dragonoid versus Lumberjack. Dragonoid with a huge lead, and he'll keep it, hitting the safe and taking the win over Lumberjack. Next up is Hooked versus Rage. And Hooked will take the win. What a race. Next up is Full Charge versus Double Decker. And it will be Double Decker taking the win, I think. I think so too, Curry. Let's see. It is taking the win over Full Charge. Next up is Megalodon versus the Pickup Body Dragonoid. And it will be Megalodon taking the win with a block. What a finish. Look at that finish. That is an elite finish as the shark blocks the dragon. Next up is the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior versus Bad Company. And it will be Bad Company taking the win as Mohawk Warrior was wobbly all the way down. That'll cost him. Next up is Dragon versus the Lucas Stabilizer. And it will be... What a race. I think that is the Lucas Stabilizer, though. Oh, yeah. By a long shot. Next up is Jurassic Attack versus the Global Avenger. What a race, but it will be the purple Jurassic Attack, I think, rolling onto the wood. Yep. And it is taking the win over the Global Avenger. And the final race of round number 2 will feature Octonator versus Thunderbus. And it will be an incredible race. See who this is. And it is Thunderbus taking the win over Octonator. Alright, you guys, here's our matchups for round number 3. And let's go racing. And we're going to kick things... Oh. We're going to kick things off with Axe versus the 25th Anniversary Gravedigger. And it will be an incredible... Whoa! They're literally fighting off screen. And Gravedigger will take the win. That is probably going to be one of the most unusual races ever on my channel. Next up is Dragonoid versus Hooked. And Dragonoid with a huge lead, and Hooked might have another comeback win. Let's see. And it is Hooked again with another comeback win, taking the win over Dragonoid. Next up is Double Decker versus Megalodon. And it will be an incredible race. But I think Double Decker took this one, and he did, taking the win over Megalodon. Next up is Bad Company versus the Lucas Stabilizer. What a race. They're dead even. And it will be the Lucas Stabilizer as they both tuck into this corner as the Lucas Stabilizer takes the win over Bad Company. And the final race of round 3 will feature Jurassic Attack versus Thunderbus. And it will be an incredible race. I think Thunderbus slammed into the wall, and he still got the win over Jurassic Attack. Alright, you guys, here's our matchups for the quarterfinals. We need someone to face Thunderbus, and here's the matchup I have randomly selected. Dragonoid versus Jurassic Attack. Obviously, I mean the pickup body Dragonoid, and yet another block. Oh my god. As Dragonoid is just getting beat up with blocks as Jurassic Attack moves on to the quarterfinals. Alright, you guys, and here's the matchups for the quarterfinals. As you guys can tell, there's 6 trucks in the quarterfinals. 6 trucks will go down to 3. And the 2 trucks that have the best run will get a chance at the Fast Loser in this round. And then after that, it'll be the semifinals. And then after that, we'll read off the name of trucks, or the field of trucks. So let's kick things off with the 25th Digger versus Hooked. One of the two best trucks of the year so far. And here we go. Two of the best trucks of the year so far, battling it out here in the quarterfinals. Let's see who's going to get it. Gravedigger with a huge lead, and he'll keep it, getting the win over Hooked. Next up is Doubledecker versus the Lucas Stabilizer. And it will be the Lucas Stabilizer taking the win by a long shot. And the final race of the quarterfinals will feature Thunderbus versus Jurassic Attack. I didn't do it this time. What a race. He slammed into the wall, Thunderbus. And that will cost him as the purple Jurassic Attack is moving on. Alright, you guys. Here's our matchups for the semifinals. But, like I said, we need a fast loser. Here are the two trucks with the best runs. Let's see who's going to get it. Hooked or Doubledecker. And it will be an incredible race, but it will be Doubledecker going to the semifinals. Alright, you guys, and here's the semifinals for Sign Up Series number 47, the first ever backwards racing edition. Let's go ahead and go over the field of trucks. Inside of the 25th anniversary Gravedigger, we have Monster Jam Dallas. Inside of the Lucas Stabilizer, we have the Monster Blog of Simulators. Inside of Jurassic Attack, we have Monster Truck Racing. And inside of Doubledecker, we have Doc Holiday 2016. So, who is going to the championship race of Series 47? And who is going to the championship race? Monster Jam Dallas or the Monster Blog of Simulators, also known as Team Bows? And it will be an incredible race, but the 25th digger slammed into the wall, and that'll cost him. The Lucas Stabilizer is going to the championship race. And who will meet Team Bows in the championship race? Jurassic Attack or Doubledecker? And it will be... What a race! I think this is Monster Truck Racing and the Jurassic Attack, and it is taking the win over Doubledecker. Alright, you guys. Here is the championship race for the first ever backwards racing edition on my channel. Inside of Jurassic Attack, we have Monster Truck Racing, and inside of the Lucas Stabilizer, who has been dangerously fast all series long, we have the Monster Blog of Simulators, also known as Team Bows, as I usually call them. Anyways, the winner of Sign Up Series 47 is going to be none other than... It will be close, really close.
I think it's Jaden.
But as you guys can tell, going down from the top of your screen, the Monster Blog of Simulators and the Lucas Stabilizer has won it. Jaden, man, congratulations on, I think, your first win on my channel. In one of my fastest trucks as of late, the Lucas Stabilizer. The Lucas Stabilizer actually did really well in the points competition. I think he eclipsed the top 5, and he was in the final 6 in event number 10. And yeah, so congratulations to you, man. So sorry to Monster Truck Racing and Jurassic Attack. Jurassic Attack, ever since I've gotten him, has been really fast and is now 0-2, unfortunately, in championship races. But better luck next time in Series 48. So, that is pretty much it. I do hope you guys enjoyed this sign-up series. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next video.